Aloha hoku ohana. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. The message and the phrase that's actually coming through for you is that you are a walking paradox. And let me go ahead and try and tell you what came out, right? Let me go ahead and explain. So optical doubles basically talks about something that looks like it's very close, but in reality, it's actually very far away. But then you literally have the opposite binary star, which talks about something that has always been, I'm hearing transversing your path. It's something that was always supposed to come into alignment. So I'm hearing this is almost where you have been under the illusion of separation from something that you were destined to experience as far as your pre-soul intentions were, and how well you were actually in alignment with those initial intentions that you had. And I'm hearing fate actually intervenes to put you back into alignment with this thing. And I'm hearing that's why you went through abrupt changes, sudden pivots, moments that felt like everything was falling apart, but it was actually realigning everything in order to be able to put things back into place. And I'm also hearing this is something internally within you, like any internal blockages that you've been dealing with, really being able to put yourself back into alignment, right? Put things back into place. Now, I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit of binary star for you, because this is definitely you. Again, it's something that has always been transversing your path. It's something that has always shared a path. So it talks about stars are in harmony. I'm hearing you're stepping into more of a harmonious existence as well. Stars that are physically bound and orbit a common point. Observing these stars is difficult but a fundamental task for astronomers. And it talks about there's a mutual understanding that they share the same path. These are stars that form the same system. One orbits the other. And it basically talks about you cannot try to change the path. There is an illusionary union. Simply by being, they belong and respond to each other through an inevitable harmonic dance dedicated to being. And this is so funny because for you specifically, this kind of definitely gives me an energy of there's a fractal of you existing at a high level of understanding that can see the full landscape of time when it comes to your journey on Earth, and you're intercommunicating with this fractal. So it's definitely giving, interdimensional travel, interstellar travel, and that's been coming through a lot recently, where it's like you're able to actually access a very specific, domain inside of yourself, a very specific portal, and the portal is your DNA, and your DNA holds the memory of what you had wanted to experience. I'm hearing before being seeded into this planet and anchoring into this physical vessel. And there was a very specific message there. What was it? And you're now seeing life on Earth through those same eyes. Okay, through those same eyes. You're seeing your life on Earth and how well you're aligning your actions accordingly to that. And I'm hearing there's something being facilitated right now. So there could be something that you're kind of facilitating humanity with. That's another energy that's given me. And I'm also hearing the human with. Okay, this is happening as you begin to facilitate yourself. I'm hearing with that compassion and that love, which really is to hold space amongst the fear that could be arising within the vessel that you've inhabited. Okay, because I'm hearing this fear is something that has been held onto you, right? This emotion is just energy that's in motion, and it's being kind of, I'm hearing entrapped. It's not had anywhere to actually go. So these are ancestral wounds that you've essentially inherited or adopted, and I'm seeing because you no longer have to hold this. Okay, it's like you no longer have to harbor onto this. This no longer has to have a hold on you. Okay, so this could be where you've actually been, I'm hearing, holding yourself back from stepping into your most luminescent existence. And we're gonna go ahead and get one more message in regards to this from you, and then let's see where we go. I'm kind of on a time crunch right now, so let's see. I've got somewhere to be. Star talks about you actually stepping into a leadership position. Now, with Pluto here, Pluto basically at the base talks about unavoidable transformation. Okay, Pluto represents 8th house. 8th house is the psyche, which is the interface literally of where your soul meets the physical vessel, right? Of where your mortal nature has remembered itself as being immortal, and then also where the intangible meets the tangible, right? It's the interface between spirit and matter. Now, what I'm seeing for you, unavoidable transformation in the star talks about, you cannot avoid this position of power, okay? Sorry, guys. What's coming through is that you cannot avoid this position of power. A lot of you, this is like a destined leadership position that you're destined to step into. Now, when I talk about leadership, I feel like you're just leading by example here. I'm hearing, even if it's just your small corner of the earth, it's like you are embodying the new human. And this came up in, the astral realm 2 nights ago as well, where I was basically seeing this, what were we just talking about? The star card and the Pluto energy. Okay, I'm not supposed to talk about that right now, apparently. We're going to save that for another day because that's a really deep topic. But anyway, there's something around an unavoidable transformation where you really are leading by example. And in doing that, you're also mirroring and reflecting the potential within others. Okay, I'm hearing you're actually reminding them of their own light. Now, Pluto is also a symbol of rebirth. Now, with star, this is definitely giving me you going through like a monumental rebirth where you're really coming out of this, the other side of, I'm hearing a dark night of the soul, unrecognizable. Right, one more and then I really have to go. We have DNA, which we were literally talking about, right? DNA being a memory. Now, this could be actually demonstratable gifts that you're accessing because DNA holds the memory, right? And it also holds your gifts, okay, that have been repressed or suppressed as the DNA has been contracted, right? It's like you haven't remembered yourself. Because when you incarnate into this physical vessel, your cosmic origins basically like, fell asleep in this very dense plane. It was like a warm, blanket, blue pill energy. And then something has happened, right? It's like something made you feel with Pluto. You were the odd one out. Something made you, I'm hearing, assemble this new perspective when it comes to your journey on Earth, simply because I'm hearing you've disassembled old ways of being. Maybe you've detached from the construct of this matrix. I'm hearing the narratives that also come with that. But yeah, there's something around a disassemblage and then an assemblage point. So an assemblage point is literally where spirit begins to move through you. It's where you could be literally a conduit for something. I'm seeing the magician as well. So again, he's like a conduit. And I'm hearing it's because you've been able to come into this neutral point. It's because you've been able to look at life on Earth from this different perspective, okay, from a higher dimensional viewpoint, okay? Or I'm hearing a level of awareness as well when it comes to not just your journey on Earth, but also the work that you're doing here is also bleeding into these other parallel lifetimes, okay, and timelines. Yeah, so space, look at this. You're an outsider looking in and you've remembered yourself as such, right? Sidereal space literally talks about the one who's belonging to the stars or the planets, right? Originating from the stars or the planets, and that's where it is that you belong. And you are that star, right? So you're definitely coming into your star power. I'm hearing you are literally a star on the rise in that way. And it's because this is transcending personal gain. This is about, I'm hearing etheric, spiritual, non-physical fruits of your labor. Okay, there's something about the soul growth and you being exercised, I'm hearing, when it comes to your journey on Earth, to really be able to thrive from this experience and take this knowledge forth with you. I'm hearing this knowledge that you've been accumulating is assisting when it comes to forging a new path for yourself, and not just for yourself, but those who have come before, and also leaving a mark in the historical timeline for those who will come after, right? Simultaneously existing. So I'm going to have any of you guys write there. Maybe we'll get just one tarot message and then I really have to go. I've got somewhere to be. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't know, I don't know if you guys think, if you've been around, Egypt is not just, desert, it's like there's other areas, you would have beaches, there's other areas. Anyway, you have 8 of Cups, right? So 8 of Cups reversed, that's actually showing through, is basically an element, death and rebirth, an unavoidable transformation, where it's like you feel, I'm hearing the universe eject you. You feel the universe eject you from a certain, I'm hearing, experience that you no longer feel in resonance with, and it's because you have changed from the inside out. your reality is now matching that shift and that change that has happened within you. And Eight of Cups reverse is basically saying you may still physically be somewhere, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you've aligned elsewhere. Okay, and I'm hearing now reality is beginning to, a new reality collapses around you with where it is that you have aligned yourself internally. Okay, so this is some kind of new state of being. So I'm going to love and leave it right there. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below. And until next time, bye.
Clouds in the sky don't care.